Have you ever stared at your computer screen, utterly uninspired, and thought, is my job bullshit? Well, maybe. Anthropologist David Graeber literally wrote the book on this. It's called Bullshit Jobs, a Theory. He argues that a huge chunk of modern jobs, especially in office settings, exist purely to give the illusion of productivity. These jobs don't actually contribute anything meaningful to society, but we keep doing them because, well, we have to. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Anselm, and today we are unpacking why so many of us feel stuck in meaningless jobs, how we got there, and what it all says about our society. We will be tracing the origins of work as we know it today and examine its evolution into today's economic systems so that we better understand the rise of bullshit jobs and their impact on our lives. So, let's overthink this. What is a bullshit job? Graeber defines a bullshit job as a role so pointless that even the person doing it struggles to justify its existence. Think of endless layers of middle management, excessive paperwork generators, or those synergy creators who thrive in corporate jargon but produce what exactly? Now, it's not about whether these jobs are hard or easy, it's about their purpose. Graeber argues that these roles exist not because they're necessary, but because our system demands them for appearances, for employment stats, and to keep the wheels of capitalism spinning. So, we're at a point of late stage capitalism where we essentially are performing productivity for the sake of upholding a failing economic structure. In order to find the why, we have to go way back to sociologist Max Weber and his book, The Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism. So, Weber argued that modern capitalism was heavily influenced by early Protestant values, especially Puritan and Calvinist beliefs about work. They saw labor as a moral calling, and your work ethic was basically a measure of your morality. That's why historically Protestants dominated the business world. Capitalism and their worldview just sort of clicked. This mentality shaped the foundation of America, where laws and cultural norms were built on puritanical values. The idea that your productivity is tied to your worth as a person is purely puritanical. Hard work wasn't just necessary, it was righteous. And as capitalism evolved, so did this mindset. Work became less about creating something tangible and more about efficiency, organization, and eventually bureaucracy. And let's talk about that for a second. This shift from work as a means of survival to work as a moral imperative is why we still feel guilty for taking breaks. Ever notice how we glorify overwork, like hustle culture, burnout as a badge of honor, and this constant pressure to be busy? That's the Puritan work ethic still haunting us today. So, where do bullshit jobs come in? David Graeber breaks it down. These are jobs mostly in bureaucratic, managerial, and administrative sectors, jobs that don't actually do anything but exist to keep companies looking productive. Paper pushing, pointless meetings, excessive middle management, it's all part of an economic system obsessed with work for work's sake. In Graeber's research, he found countless employees who admitted their roles added no real value, and some jobs actually created more problems than they solved. Imagine that an entire industry of people just moving information around with no real outcome. These jobs exist basically because society equates having a job with being a valuable person. Governments want to keep employment rates high, corporations want to maintain bloated hierarchies, and individuals need jobs for financial security and social acceptance. So instead of questioning whether certain jobs even need to exist, we just keep creating more of them. Think about how much human potential is wasted in meaningless jobs. Instead of solving real world problems like climate change, poverty, healthcare, we're trapped in an economic loop of pretending to be busy. And all of this serves to keep wealth concentrated at the top while the rest of us cosplay productive workers just to survive. At its core, the rise of bullshit jobs exposes a major flaw in how we define value and purpose. We've inherited a belief system that ties morality to labor, even when that labor is completely unnecessary. But what if we let go of that outdated mindset? What if we focused on work that actually matters? Work that improves lives and contributes to society and doesn't just exist to uphold a broken system? Some argue for a shift toward a universal basic income, giving people financial security without requiring them to participate in fake productivity, while others suggest reducing work weeks, allowing for more free time and creativity. Either way, one thing is clear: we have to stop measuring a person's worth by how many hours they sit at a desk and their salary and what that desk looks like. And maybe, just maybe, if we dismantle this obsession with work for work's sake, we can actually start living. So, where do we go from here? First, we have to start questioning the value of labor beyond just working for work's sake. And we need to rethink what makes a job meaningful and push for economic systems that actually serve people instead of trapping them in cycles of empty labor. A future with fewer bullshit jobs isn't just possible, it's necessary. But that starts with breaking free from the belief that suffering through work makes us better people. Maybe we need to figure out how to work less and actually live more. And let's be real, if your job is pointless, you don't have to pretend otherwise. Maybe instead of feeling guilty, we should start demanding better. If you found this video the least bit interesting, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, what's the most pointless job you've ever had? Please comment down below and let's talk about it. I really want to know because I've had many pointless jobs. And if you would like to explore this topic further, please check out my Substack, which is free and linked below, where I did like a full deep dive on the topic. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.